Ugh, I'm streaming. Apparently. Ugh. I feel very blah. What am I gonna do on Minecraft? I don't know. I'm sure I'll find something though. Yeah, I feel like absolute trash right now. No particular reason. I don't understand why these guys, if I stood closer, like, I think I need to stand as close to these guys as I literally, like, as I can. That way I don't, like, de-aggro them. Because I didn't have this de-aggro issue before, but it's been a thing recently. Um, that being said, I probably have a good chunk of gold here. And it's not like I need the levels or the expansions from it. Okay, I don't have that much gold. It looks like as soon as I left it to its own devices, it must have de-aggroed. Classically. Whatever. So, I completed a huge order for Nathan. If I can remember where it is, I think it's out this way. Lots of portals out in this direction, not gonna lie. But yeah, this is it. That's not the right item. Let's see what progress he's gotten on it so far. Oh my goodness. Holy! Dude, he did this last night. I just got him this concrete. Is bro hacking? He doesn't have op. This is crazy. Yeah, so he's working on Aang, in the Avatar state. And yeah, apparently this is his progress. I didn't think he'd already be done the whole Aang bit. Wow, that's intense. I thought he would be like halfway done the Aang, and I'd be like, oh, you can kind of see it. But no, you can very much so see it. So I guess he's running his, he's probably running his, oh, here, let's, do this. Replace this with this string, which will activate the trap. Which just means now I can't use fixed position. And hopefully Bardo gets on and uses it, and then I can get him, and it'll be really funny. I'm trying to think, if only there is a way to make that know when it's me who's using it. And I don't think there is a way to do that. Oh, here's Nighton now. And here's his super smelter. which is smelting 25 shulkers of glass right now. Oh yeah, here's his valuables shulker after giving me half of the payment. Here is half of the payment. He gave me 21 blocks of diamond. I was charging him a diamond block per shulker of goods. I don't know if that's overcharging, but it also took me, well, let me see. Gotta open Discord. Yeah, so he asked me at 10:30 and I was done producing the items after like 3 hours of work. So I actually think that that was like a fine payment, 40 blocks of diamond, because I could get 40 blocks of diamond by mining in that time. I am fairly certain. So what do I want to do? Well, I did some mining over here. I wanted to see how it looked, but I was too tired. Okay. Well, I thought that by mining up and not really worrying about it, it might look kind of cool, and it kind of does. Not that I'm necessarily going to keep it in this area, though. And then I think I'll need to remove some chunk loaders as well. I suspect the pearl-based chunk loaders have since been removed, but I did place just a regular one over this way. Yeah. And let's just break this and make sure. Oh god. Why did I break the shulker like that? With so many shulkers in my own inventory. I should almost put a ladder here, because I do go in there. Okay. Chunk loader goes in here. I have any other redstone on me? I don't think so. I need to go store those shulker boxes. Which should get stored over in my concrete factory. And I can count how many I have there. Wait. No. No, this isn't my industrial zone. Or my, or the end portal. No, I don't even know where I am. Oh, I think this is his frog light farm. Which is kind of pogging up. And here is base, which means that I got myself off in a totally incorrect direction. How did I do it? I don't know. Here we are. And then I just got to throw these in here, and I should have 16. But I'm missing 3, actually. No, I'm missing 1. I've taken 2 out of here. Okay. I am okay with that. Been having those leg backs with Elytra recently. I don't know why. Gold. Really up. Would you look at that? I've got like just enough gold to fill the shulker. So I guess it wasn't a terrible thing that I didn't get too much gold. Well, I have some netherite. I bought some off of Nathan. But I was wanting to save it for Machine Town blocks, and I can use 8 to upgrade my stuff back, which is tempting. I also have lost my axe somewhere. I have no clue where. I'm so bad at throwing tridents. Let's just sort out my inventory. I like how a lot of streams have just become, let's sort out my inventory, and then I don't feel like playing anymore, so. And then I play off stream, and then I'm like, oh, let's sort out my inventory. I don't feel like playing anymore. I need a better spot for this orange terracotta. How about this chest with all this gold in it? The sand can just get thrown out. The bone blocks should definitely have their own storage at this point, but I guess in here will do. Dude, I've got so much orange terracotta. I think I need to leave this at the like I'm not gonna use it here. I need to leave it at my industrial zone. It's the most likely place for me to use it. I'm very unlikely to use any of the terracottas except for glazed terracotta, which I suppose I could smelt. For now, though, I'm just going to leave them. I'll probably make a storage setup here. Just on the side here, probably, for now. Okay, do I have any more? I do. I think that I really need a, Yeah, because this is orange terracotta. It looks pretty good. I might want to use it. Um, honestly, like these anvils, they can just go in here. He doesn't have any money. Oh yeah, and I got myself a shulker full of sugar too. Not that I think I'll ever really use it, but I know which chests I want to throw those in. Oh, levers. Let's put another minus like 7. Boy, that's not how that works. What do I have in there? And then I just need a bunch of sticks. I need a bit more. Put the rest of the cobble in here. There we go. Full stack of levers again. Anything else in here that I can just quickly do? Doesn't look like it. I've got no more redstone in here. Throw the redstone there. Wood. Okay. Looking pretty good. And then let's just... I think what I should do right now is I should just finish up some stuff that I've got laying around. I'm going this way. Yeah, I don't think this farm's working. I don't know why. Like, the pumpkin down there should be growing on occasion. I don't even know how that got there. Grab the sugar. And... say this chest. That's for if I ever want cookie production. Which I might. So yeah, in here, I feel like needs some decoration. That is definitely off center. This is gonna need to be something similar here. What is this? This is dark oak. Yeah. So I just need a little bit of dark oak. And then some doors. On the inside. And then I think if I do something like this, I think I'll want spruce wood, trapdoors, and chain. And then from here, lower a chain to probably that height. And then this, if I can help it, I would like the, yeah. It's gonna be harder to place like that. Unless I do scaffolding on the side here. And I'll want another chain on this side. And then probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then I can remove this. And then something similar on this side here. Except this one will probably... because this side's got a lot of doors on it. Where this side only has one, and it's gonna be... Well, no, this should be fine. I can hang stuff here because it's only gonna be in, like, the very top block. It's still almost 3 blocks tall. One, two, three, 4, 5. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, looks good to me. Okay, and then I think I could Now I have to figure out what I want to do for light, because I don't think... Well, I mean, this is enough light, I suppose. Like, if I remove these... It can just be dim in here, and it'll be brighter during the day, but this shouldn't let any mobs spawn. And it's just using those. But that being said, I don't know if I like having those visible. In the meantime, I could use some wheat. Which... I could do a zero-tick farm. And then down here too, I want to have at least a little bit of dark oak. I think if I just do it down to here and remove these ladders... Because I have this bubble vader for a reason. So let's just do this. This. That's not a required line. But yeah, I'll leave a torch in there. Hello? Can I not? What? But you've been stripped. Oh, it just looks weird because of the lighting, I guess. Is this one required? Yes. Yes, it is. And then that'll at least make this look better from, like, these angles. And you drop down here and then go to the given levels. I should probably have some wools to tell me what the levels are, but I don't really care. And then I would like some hay bales in here. There we go. Along with... I would like to have a bed in here. And then I just need a wheat farm. Didn't I build a farm in here? Oh yeah, that's my my pumpkin converter. If my pumpkins actually grew, which for some reason they do not. You're useless. Get out of here. I'll put a hopper clock in instead. Tried and true hopper clock. Never goes wrong. I didn't bring redstone block. That would be a problem, so let's build it here. Okay, and then have I done something daft? I think I've done something daft. I think I've heard. No, no, that's fine. Okay, let's get the comparators. I'm so out of it apparently. Comparators, redstone. And I should just be able to take a signal off of that, right? I think. No, I might have to take an observer signal off of that. Let's see. So once every cycle, this comparator should pulse. There we go. That should connect to this. That did not trigger. Oh, that's because this is the, right. Did that make it so that it's going in the correct direction or the incorrect direction? Okay. So it needs one more. Okay, let's just get rid of this. I forgot. I accidentally broke that and I shouldn't have. Let's build this one lower. If I have a piston under here, is it bud powered? I feel like it is, yeah. So I have to be careful. And torch. Torch. I just make that a target block. Make my life easier. An observer. And then piston, piston. No, neither of these should be getting bud powered. And then this observer is placed incorrectly. There'll be hoppers here. Observer. Oh, no, this doesn't work. This needs to come out from this direction. Like so. And then block. Redstone. Redstone. Block. And then why is this not sending the rail? It should be. The rail got stuck. It did get stuck. How come? Oh. I think that was the culprit. I think that lever was just not flicked. Yeah. Okay. So now, instead of having chains in here, I'm just gonna go get some filler blocks. Which I'm sure I've got something in here that I would like to get out of my hair. Okay, so now every now and then this should trigger, harvesting whatever pumpkins are there. And the minecart should also be chillin'. It is. This is also built up in case I'm ever gonna do cookie production. Or brown dye, obviously. I can't think of a better way to farm it. Especially since my machine town blocks, like, I mean, obviously I could have a rail line and me placing, and I think that would be the best way to automatically harvest cocoa beans, and if I ever need them in that kind of bulk. Should I do a get rich quick scheme and go do some diamond mining? Get more money? Hold on. Ugh, I hate how Minecraft does this. Just let me have you in full screen and tab out of you without you having a seizure. It'd be so nice.
How to make the smallest wheat farm in
Yeah,
Minecraft.
how about you don't have a voice? I would appreciate that. Thank you. Just want to see what you're doing. Okay. I guess I should build this in the industrial zone. So let's go there. And it's small enough it can fit like right here. Or even, well, let's see. This is the edge of the loader chunk. Once I have my chunk loader in here constantly. Or like this is like, so I won't expect to have this chunk loaded too often here. So I could also just build it on the side here. And this isn't the kind of farm that needs a chunk loader. So let's get stone and a couple wool. What color? Yellow. Why not? The only ones slated for general use are gray and blue, or light blue, really, and that's just for rail and aqua. Water, I mean. So, from what it looks like, it starts as a piston clock, or I mean, a observer clock, turned on and off by a piston. With a lever. Weaver. I haven't met her. Okay, and then I'll need a block here, I think. No, wait. Hold on. Yeah. Block here with redstone on it. Need 3 dispensers. You're not even placed in the right spot. There we go. One there. One here. One here. And then I'll need dirt and a hoe. Oh yeah, and water. The stair. Should really appreciate just like grabbing a stone. I'm in a mesa, so I'll just grab out another shulker, I guess. And then I need another piston. That's where the piston's gonna be. But I still do need these blocks, actually. There we go. And then I sit here with my wheat seeds and a bunch of bone meal, which, of course, I left at base the moment I need it. I get rid of it. Let's put the bone meal in here. Three stacks to fill the farm. It is fast. And as per usual, 2 get used up before 1 does, because 1 is only ever hardly used. But that should be... I mean, in my head, that should be a full stack of wheat, but it's probably not quite. Close. Do I have a composter here? I should. I don't. Yeah, that should be enough hay bales for me for now. What? Get over here. I don't think I can make like a good looking feeding trough, but I can throw some hay in these. That'll let you guys out. Not anymore though. All y'all don't get to eat though. Sorry about that. Alright, and just like that, that's like all the hay bales I have. Cost me 2.5 rows of bone meal for it. This should be triggering again soon, right? I almost want to leave a chunk loader here for a little bit. So I'm allowed to see this thing working. How are you? You're built, yeah, in an awkward spot. You know, chunk loader would still do it, but so that kind of like finishes up this build. I could put barrels up here. Will they store anything? No, probably not. Although, 4, 8, I've got enough for every wool and bone meal and wheat and stuff. So I could do it like that. I could put the markers of which wools are which up here. I mean, this would be a good shop as well. But that way I wouldn't have to build another shop that is basically just going to look like this, but I think, but in a different location. Well, I need to poo, so I'm going to AFK by the pumpkins and be right back. Now that was a 1-foot log dropped out of my system. Oh. And I've caught the harvest. Let's go. It's working. And then all I do from here, take this, put it in my offhand. That's the wrong way. Because this is also going to convert them to jack-o'-lanterns. I throw them down right here. Hold my axe in my main hand. Activate my auto-clicker, which isn't working. It's because I'm not holding the shears. You gotta hold the shears to do it. Not an axe. I've played Minecraft before. I don't think you can use this without an auto clicker. You'd have to slow it down. But I don't feel like slowing it down. So here I am. I'm just gonna do a quick walk around, make sure I've got all the pumpkins on me. Some pumpkins don't get sheared anyways. Most of them do. And I end up with a bunch of seeds. So I still get the bone meal out of them. Got another composter here. Just throw them in here. There we go. Bunch of carved pumpkins, which now I can convert into jack-o'-lanterns. And put into my lights. Alright, let's do it. Let's go set up shop. Got the dimensions all worked out here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's enough for 8 double chests of wool. Which is 16 with the other side. And then I think I'll still use cherry. I want to use mangrove too, which is why I have some in my wood shulker. I think let's harvest... No, I want to keep that there. And then this will be where my sheep are. And I'll need a door here, which will be unsymmetrical on this side. Symmetrical on this side. Well, I mean, ultimately, I could have it pushed up against the wall, and that way it looks fine. And then I can have my kits sold here. And another exit here, which will require 2. like that. And then my entrance is supposed to be here. Except it's a 3x3. So I could do the same design with 2 single entrances. I could rip this out by 1, which allows me to do a 2x2. And this is the same amount, right? Yeah. I think that'll work. And then it's just a matter of selecting. So now I think I should be able to remove all of this wool, because I've got the posts set up now. I'll leave some reminder wools for where the entrance and exits will be. And then I should just be able to let's do some recharge on these. Okay. Anything else in need of repairs? I think my elytra was, but they got repaired. Grab wood. Gonna have no clue where my silk touch axe went. Slap this bed down. I would not be surprised if I streamed next time and I had a shulker farm built, by the way. Let's rip all this down. And then the question is, do I want mangrove? This is a nice looking wood. And then what about pale oak? Like if I used this as my posts instead. Kind of mimicking that one over there. It kind of gives it like a rundown. It's pretty funny. It's like that. Oh, it does look good. I could use jungle too. Isn't that what I used over here? No, that's mangrove wood. I'm not sure if I'm willing to expend logs of the mangrove variety. I guess I could um allow for mangrove in the wood farm, which I might do. And then just put a ton of mangrove in because I believe I have to change the actual structure of the farm. Um, I think cherry's fine. I do like the mangrove wood, and then I can maybe use some cherry features along with it. Let me just get a bunch of mangrove wood here. I think I do want to use mangrove as the main part of this build here. Oops. Where am I going to? Up there. Yeah, let's fill this in. And then I want it to come at least 5 high. And then now with this here. Yeah, okay, buddy. Thing is I also want like a reception desk. Should probably come out like this. That looks fine, except it goes into that too much. Like so. Yeah, that looks fine. Have these come up at least. I think I should have it come up a bit higher, maybe by 2. Or, no, this should be fine. I'm not looking to do anything too crazy with this. I'm just looking to build a shop, man. What if I used pale oak stairs? I like it. Kind of. Bro, this is just gonna be a bad looking shop. I don't think, you know, they can't all be winners. And then the ground needs to be something as well. I shouldn't have removed that green, I think. Okay. And let's use... How does acacia look? Either in this form... I feel like it's kind of clashing with the mangrove in a bad way. I could use bamboo. I mean, that does kind of look good. I highly doubt this. Although... if I put the base as concrete, that could actually like look pretty good. Like if I put a black base of concrete under here. Okay, so there's a couple of ways I could go about doing it, because I actually kind of do like the mangrove roots there. So the first way, let's just do a 9x9 of black concrete. Or maybe 4x4. I meant 3x3 as well, by the way, before. This concrete. Yeah, that's just like standard the way I see it. Alternatively, as a flooring tile, do something like this. Or I think that's too vibrant. Let me just quickly go check other types. Poised. Immediately I like that. Immediately I like that. I like a lot of these actually. Oops. Poised. Only stuff is this is a pain to place. Only thing is this stuff is a pain to place. Also, does this stuff stack in 2 different ways? Seems like it. How did I get that pattern? Did I do it by going the opposite way? Oh my goodness. Okay. Interesting. So that or this, right? Like they don't stack together going the other way around. Hello? There we go. We've got that pattern. And this pattern. And what? How did I get this pattern? Got this pattern. Got this pattern. Those are the same pattern. I'm just daft. Okay, with this one. Got this pattern. Am I crazy or do these look the same? There should be one with a black dot in the center. Okay, yeah. So we got those 2 patterns. Does it go... If I go... Say with this pattern. And then I keep going with this pattern. Does it give me both patterns? I don't think so. Then if I go the other way. Okay, it does give both patterns tiling, I think. So if I build another one of these patterns here. No, wait, does it? Aha! There we go. It's built from the center of the other blocks. Okay. Immediately, I don't like this one as much for the build I'm making. I mean, it's a cool pattern. What's your other pattern? Okay. I'm gonna get lost on this one so hard. There we go. Okay, that is cool. Again, not really what I'm looking for, though. That one's pretty cool. Okay, but ultimately, I don't think any of those fit. But what was I going to try next? It was having a different kind of block under here. I think, was it the glazed? Because underneath this, it might look different. Yeah, that's way too bright. I think I'm just going to go with the black concrete. I'll save glazed terracotta for another time. I also need to do this, so let's just line the bottom here in black concrete. That could be something different. Okay, and then it'll be, let's just drop, or I guess I've got a bunch of stuff in here already. Let's just get myself some space. Okay. And then the question is, no, this does not, this does not angle itself in any different way. It's always facing the same way. That's gonna be like all the mangrove roots I have. Okay, it looks a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. But it also doesn't look too bad. And then I've also just realized something I could do. Because I need to consider light as well. If I just take this, grab myself a couple stacks of jack-o'-lanterns, then I dig out the concrete over here, replace it with jack-o'-lanterns. Okay, and then the next step will be either to place them like this, or I guess I can do it on its side, or do I want it facing in? Okay. It's that or this. My goodness, I think I want it placing in. Which is the only tall order here, because now I have to... Let's just remove that. The very least, it's insta-mineable. What do the mangrove trapdoors look like? It's interesting. And then if I used mangrove fences... Okay, and then I can have my bro in there, and then I'd have my payment chest here, or there. Or in this case, barrels, I think. I don't know where all my barrels went. Oh, I do know where all my barrels went. What do I want? I think I do want that over top. Let's make one more trapdoor. And then I'll need a bunch of chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the question is, do I build this into the wall? Because I can. Like, on this very specific spot, I can build my kits into the wall. Like this. I'll need way more chests. Let's grab a junk shulker. chests. At this point, let's just take a stack of cherry. Or acacia, actually. Acacia is a good, I'm not going to use this a whole bunch. Get me half a stack of chests. There we go. And 3, that's going to be 6 netherite mining kits that I can have stocked up here. No reason why I can't have 9. Do something like that. I think I like it better like this. Then I can do something like this. Good stuff. And then I'll want this beam coming across here. So. Good stuff. Out here will be my sheep farm. What if I didn't build a roof and instead just built like a sun open to the sun? That way people could fly in here. Could be interesting. What time is it? 7:40. We'll have to leave for work soon. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I could just do something like this, right? Then now mirror this on the inside. That's not right. Ooh. What if I used slabs instead of doing what I was about to do? It gives a nice view of that tree out there too. But it makes me kind of want to make... What if I made this like an actual beam? It would cut in on that. Nope. Try cherry. What I'm using on the outside. Something like that. Does this go to the outside? It doesn't. This might need to be a hyphae, or whatever the heck that's called. I mean, it's functional as a shop now. I do want to grab that villager and slap him in here. That Chad of a villager is the very first zombie villager we had access to. And he's been alive ever since. I converted him not too long ago, probably on stream. I don't need this. There we go. Trying to remember how to use my old contraptions. And then I'm gonna want this to come in here. Like so. And then if I can get away with just using regular rails, I think I'm gonna try. And this bro's here. Did you turn into a zombie again, Steve? Steve! Why would you do this? I mean, I guess it'll probably happen again, too, but whatever. He is protected by the tree. That is why he's alive, this trooper. I gotta go cure him again. I suspect I don't have any weakness potions in there when I should. How are you doing on pumpkins? Not too bad, not too bad considering I haven't really been loading these chunks. What am I looking for? Weakness potion. Here you go, Steve. Get better soon. And then I think I can do some decoration with cherry. Just to get an idea of how I want to do this. Just make all kinds of stuff. So I'm thinking I do something similar to before and have some planters here. Yeah. This side will just be that. This side won't have any. Here can have some. Here can have some. Here can have some. I might literally put a sheep on display here. Okay, I'm gonna do a few more trapdoors. Okay. I put a potted plant up there. I said here, I literally want a sheep. And then I'll have glass. So then I'll want this. So. Okay. Can't believe that didn't break anything. Don't know why I'm coming over here to sleep. This is where the Swift Sneak books were. There was one Swift Sneak 3 in here. Okay. How are you doing over here, buddy? Huh, indeed. Up, up. No. You're gonna go up and you're gonna like it. Up. Come on, don't make me use powered rails. Let's go! And then into your compartment you go. Thanks, Steve. Thank you for your contributions. Okay. So now, what does a mangrove door look like? I have wood. I should not be converting any more logs than I have to. Okay, that looks pretty good. Cherry, I don't care, but mangrove I do. Cherry I can throw out. Mangrove I'll feel bad for throwing out, which I still probably will, but... Now, the only problem with this is it doesn't feel, like it doesn't contrast enough, which is why I kind of want to use cherry. It should be noted as well that zombies can enter. unless... Only problem is that does feel pretty cramped. What about mangrove pressure plates? I'm suspecting this is what I'm going to want to use to close the door once he come through. You know? I mean, zombies shouldn't be able to reach Steve. They shouldn't be able to. They might. In which case, maybe I should do like some mangrove stairs or something there. Oi. Maybe I should do this one first. Move over, buddy. I can't get him to move. There we go. Suitably trapped. Window can go here. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of looks like a box. But whatever. Dude, I don't care. This is how I'm going to get out of my creative slump, is by building less good. Did you just push me? Felt like you pushed me. Okay. And then I need to get a sheep into here. And then glass them off. Let's see if hopefully there is some glass in here. Somewhere. Yes! I don't even have to go back. Okay, and then I will need to rail these guys out somehow. Let's just start with this. The main line going. Can use this, I suppose. To get you up here, though. That's my alarm. 89 plus 25 is 104. 14 plus 38 is 152. 102 plus 51 is easy. There we go. Alarm disabled. I officially do not have much time though, so let's see if I can get this guy in before I run out. So this should be good. I'm going to remove this one now. Okay. So I think if I just do something like this. And I need my minecart. Okay, I mean, you can just be jerks like that, I guess. I think if I do it like this, it'll go better. Yeah, there we go. Get you on there. Push you past the dead zone. Wait, don't even have to. There we go. Put the 2 glass in. Be able to break that now. Let's fix the rail. There we go. Road fixed. Place that back. And then I'm pretty sure if I name you Jeb, you turn into all sorts of colors. Pretty sure. I was wrong. Minecraft rainbow sheep. Oh, it is Jeb. Without the capital. Come on, Mojang. And it took damage. Come on, man. Oh, I've been baited. Oop, and I hit F11. Jeb. Wait. With an underscore. There we go. There's my little Jeb sheep. Okay, and then maybe shouldn't have done that just yet. I'll probably clean this up. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up and put it, like, clean it up, decorate a little bit, and see if I can do something about that. I don't like the glass. Just because glass doesn't look good in this game. Yeah. Let's put all these away. so don't leave them out. I have enough time to throw this in my junk shulkers, and I'll sort it out later. It's not like I'm entirely done with this either, so... But just to have this out of the way will be nice. Wait. that's a recipe for disaster. I'm gonna throw you here. And I'll want more glass there, but for now, this is doing fine. If I light up spawn more too, I'll have less risk of mobs getting in here, which should be done. I can't believe, like, Nathan's base is right there. I cannot believe this area is not, like, perfectly lit up. It's crazy. Anyways, I gotta go, so I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.